Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday, September 30th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all for coming by and tuning into today's episode. Absolutely loaded card right now, and what can I say? It's going to be an epic show. Epic Thursday afternoon. Let's rock and roll. 12 in the East, 9 out West. Let's kick things off. Simple as that. So this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Set up with an account today. Use that promo code 12ounce. That's 120Z. Listen, I gotta change the bottom of the screen here. It's no longer my bookie. We are on BetUS now. They'll sign up today. They'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Do it up today. That's BetUS. Create an account. 12ounce 120Z is the live promo code. Zingo TV, channel 761 as well. If you don't have Zingo TV, get it. It's a free app. And what better way to start, like I said, ZINGO TV, sign up today. And promo code as well, 12 ounce. Thank you all out there that are tuning in. ZINGO. And then flip over to channel 761, where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And last but not least, Amazon.com. We have a website out there. Okay, and again, like I said, websites... falls right here. You have the winner right around the corner. And what better way to get bundled up than go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Once again, www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Also, I got to tell you guys about the Pick-A-Mores. Great guys over there. They cash you out large. Calling all sports fans. Show us what you got. Win cash prizes. Compete against friends, family, relatives, significant others, whatever you may have. Free contests are posted every week, and they are paying top dollar. The pick is yours. That's why it's called the Pick-A-Mores. It is 100% free-to-play sports games. We offer weekly contests for the NFL and NCAA. All you got to do is pick the winners of each game. The users with the most correct scores share a piece of their weekly prizes. And like I said, it is top dollar. It's top-notch. I recommend this a lot. Do you like sports? Do you like free money? Well, either way, you're going to be watching the game anyway, regardless who you're playing against. So check them out today. Join them. Go to www.pick'emwars.com to play. Sign up. It's a great deal. They have UFC and MLB as well. So hop on board with them. That's the Pick'em Wars. So ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Glad to be back with you guys on this Thursday. Again, this is going to be an epic show. Still trying to recoup from the, the whole baptism Chris thing from the weekend, so, we're rocking and rolling. But it's Thursday. I had a lot of DMs if I'm doing preseason bets. Well, this is why you listen to the show. Okay, I do not do preseason bets, unfortunately. Okay, I don't do that. I'm saving the juice for the regular NHL season. But a lot of people have been doing it. I can't tell you the flux of DMs that I got. So I might put out a parlay tonight. This one should pay out at plus 175. So I'll talk about that later on. Last night, I did have a couple leans that I liked last night, but I didn't bet anything, of course, because that's not, again, I don't bet preseason hockey. I'd rather save my money for the regular season. But the Columbus Blue Jackets, all of a sudden, winning games. Like, wow, 5-2 win last night against the Blues. That was an over 5.5 at minus 115. That cashed out. No problem. I can't believe it. I had a lean on the Devils Caps over 5.5 or 6, I should say. I had to lean on the Winnipeg Jets, and I had to lean on the Dallas Stars and the over Chicago and Detroit games. So I had 4 leans. I don't, like I said, if I were to bet these games, I would have put these out for you guys, but I didn't bet on it. I just figured, I'm not gonna put this out. Again, these are just leans that I liked, but not playable. Again, I don't do preseason, but Jersey Devils, you go 3-1 basically on leans that I like. Devils 5-4 over Washington. I got 9 goals there. Toronto 4-0 over Ottawa. Winnipeg 5-1 over the Oilers, and another over that cashed out. Florida 4-3 over Dallas. Dallas had the game 3-2, and then of course it just unfortunately just unfolded for the Panthers to win there 4-3, and another over. Detroit Chicago 7 goals. You got a 4-3 game. That's another winner as well. Kraken, Seattle 4-3 over Calgary, and another over. I feel like these preseason games, we're seeing a lot of over games, so hopefully this could lead into the regular season because you know me, I'm an over guy, and I love everything about the overs. So there you have it there. And then last but not least, you have the Arizona Coyotes and the Anaheim Ducks. Arizona with a 4-1 win there in Anaheim. So there you go. I mean, leans go 3-1. Okay, again, these are not, I don't bet these games. Otherwise, they would have been posted on Twitter, but no, I don't do that. Tonight you have 6 games. Let's get into it. Nashville at Tampa Bay. Over-unders at 5.5. Tampa is minus 165 on the money line as well. Nashville is plus 135. Flyers and Boston. Over-under, again, set at 5.5. Boston is minus 185 on the money line. Philly plus 155 on the money line. Buffalo, Detroit, over-under 5.5. Detroit is minus 140 on the money line. Buffalo plus 120. Minnesota, Colorado minus 170 on the money line. Minnesota plus 140. Over-under there is set at 6. Not the Devils, the San Jose Sharks at the Anaheim Ducks. Over-under 5.5. This is a pick'em, minus 115 to Anaheim, and the Sharks at minus 105. And last but not least, the Vegas Golden Knights and the LA Kings in LA. The Kings as a dog at home, plus 140 against the Vegas Golden Knights, who are sitting at minus 165 with an over-under set at 6. All right, you guys want some possible NHL preseason bets? Well, listen, you're only going to get a parlay tonight because that's all I'm doing. That's what I'm liking here tonight. Give me the Boston Bruins here and the Colorado Avalanche. I like that. That's a plus 175. Some books are at plus 180 as a payout there. So Avs, Bruins, moneyline parlay there. Again, that pays out at between plus 175 and plus 180. I also lean Boston puck line minus 1.5. That's at plus 175. So a little bit of plus money there, a little bit of value there. So if you're feeling frisky on a Thursday night, it's a good sporting night. It's a lot of sports tonight. College football. You have the Bengals and Jags game, which I will talk about later on. And then, of course, you have MLB postseason right around the corner as well. And then, of course, NHL preseason. So there you have it. If I had to lean at anything tonight, a Boston Bruins, Colorado Avalanche moneyline parlay at plus 170 or plus 175, depends what your book has. And I'm going to sprinkle, if I were to bet it, again, I can't stress this enough, the Bruins puck line minus 1.5. That's at plus 175. So good value there tonight. It's the preseason, ladies and gentlemen. So bet a half a unit, quarter unit. I wouldn't go full units at all with preseason. So I mean, I'd say a half a unit or a quarter unit is probably the way to go when everything's said and done with preseason hockey. And then of course you save that juice for the next 2 weeks. We're less than 2 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. And again, more and more of you have been signing up with me, of course, to be your leader, to run the pack of the VIPs once again this year. My 4th year capping the NHL, and like I said, my first 3 years have been unbelievable. So if you don't believe me, check out my timeline. If you're willing to get into a successful capper and one that you can actually trust from top to bottom, come to Philly Pete right now. Sign up today. I'm basically at that triple-digit mark with the VIP, so I'm very, very happy and thankful to have all of you come back. Returners from the first 3 years that were in with me, returning for their 4th year. Newcomers, clients that signed up 2 years ago or even last year coming back as well. I mean, we are rocking and rolling, and again, very thankful And I appreciate each and one of you out there for coming back. And let's rock and roll this year. Let's have another successful year. I can't wait. Clients that just signed up, they got their futures. Okay, you got 4 over/under bets, and you have 4 Stanley Cup futures as well. So let's lock and load. And listen, if you were tuning into the show since the summertime, you know where I stand in terms of Stanley Cup futures. So, I mean, you already, if you listen and pay attention, you know where I'm at. So, you could probably consider yourself a nice little free client Stanley Cup future in the mix if you were to go back a couple days or over the summer of me discussing literally everything when it comes to the futures of this upcoming season. So, there you have it. So, again, if you're just tuning in, and when I take a break, I'll mention it again. Boston, Colorado moneyline parlay at plus 170 or plus 175, whatever you have. And I want to sprinkle a little bit on that Bruins puck line at minus 1.5 at plus 175. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling for preseason. Again, half a unit, quarter unit, whatever you're feeling. Just don't go to that 1 unit, okay? Let's save the juice for the NHL regular season in less than 2 weeks away. So there you have it there. And on that note, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And when I get back, Thursday night football, Jags, Bengals there in have another Thursday night game. Get ready for those DFS lineups. I will go over Fanduel, and yes, I will go over tiers for DraftKings, those DK lineup guys out there. So sit back, relax, grab a cold one. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday episode of Peace Power Plays. I'll be right back in 2.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sportsbook. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Thursday, I was going to say January, but not soon enough, but not yet. Thursday, September 30th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete. And again, we're live on 12-ounce sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. This show, as always, is sponsored by MyBookie. No longer MyBookie. BetUS, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, BetUS. Create an account today and use the promo code 12ounce, 120Z, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Once again, BetUS. Create an account today. Use that promo code 12ounce, 120Z, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Doesn't get much better than that on a Thursday night. Make your bets tonight. A lot of action tonight in the NCAA, NFL. You have preseason hockey. You have MLB. Whatever it may be, get on board today with BetUS. Zingo TV, channel 761. Again, download it. It's a free app. Zingo. 12-ounce, another promo. And flip over to 761, where you'll be hearing today's episode live, of course, of Pete's Power Plays. And also, last but not least, Amazon.com. Again, fall is here. That means winter is quickly arriving. And what better way to get warmed up than going to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Once again, www.12ouncesportsradio.com, ladies and gentlemen, /Amazon. Get something today and help us support everyone else. So, and like I said, Pick'em Wars, okay? I can't stress this enough. This is a great, great app. Get it. Calling all sports fans. Show us what you got. Win cash prizes. Compete against friends, relatives, significant others, whatever it may be. And basically, free contests are posted every week. The pick is yours. That's why it's called the Pick'em Wars. Pick'em Wars is 100% free-to-play sports games. They offer weekly contests for the NFL and NCAA games, UFC and MLB as well. Okay, simple as that. All you gotta do is pick the winners of each game. The users with the most correct picks share a piece of their weekly prizes, and they cash out tremendously. A lot of good money in Pick'em Wars. Do you like sports? Do you like free money? Hell, I think everybody does. So what better way? You'll be watching the game anyway against your significant other, whoever you're playing against. So check them out today at pick'emwars.com to enter and play the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break. I'm back. If you missed out, of course, I'm your host, the King of the Ice and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete. And if you missed out on the NHL preseason bets that I had, yes, I know, we're back at it. I know I am definitely not a preseason bettor. I like to say the juice for the regular season, like I said. But everyone's been on my case, a lot of DMs, and you know what? Why not? It's Thirsty Thursday. I'm feeling good. It's a good episode of Pete's Power Plays today, so let's rock and roll. Like I said, the Boston Bruins -1.5 on the puck line there at +175. And, of course, the Bruins and Avs moneyline parlay at +175 or +170, whatever you may have it there. Good payouts, good value, so there you go. Bruins -1.5 on the puck line at +175. And the Avs Bruins moneyline parlay at +170 or +175, wherever you might have it going into tonight. So, moving forward here, Thursday Night Football DFS, of course, with the Fantasy Football Guru. We have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars, of course. I mentioned on yesterday's show 3 top players that I did like that you should lock in to your lineups. Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, and Joe Mixon should be in your lineups. And that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling for tonight's game. And, you know, this is going to be a back-and-forth game. Thursday night games are so sloppy. I know I mentioned yesterday that I did like the Bengals at -7. But to be honest, there's a stat there that says the Jags have owned or 13-10 against the Bengals when they play each other, basically. So Jags have basically owned the Bengals by 3 games. So, you know, it's not really saying much. I know the Jags are terrible, but Thursday nights are always due for a slip-up sort of game for teams that you expect to basically win. But this should be a closer game than a lot of people expect. I'm still in the Bengals, ladies and gentlemen, but DFS, Burrow, Mixon, and Trevor Lawrence should be locked in your lineups tonight. And when I go through this as well, I'm thinking about a cash game lineup for Fanduel. Okay, this should be a cash game lineup. I will do cash games for Fanduel and then tournament lineups for Fanduel as well. So cash lineups for tonight for Fanduel, and then I will talk DK. MVP, Joe Mixon for cash games. I think Joe Mixon is going to have a nice wild night tonight. I expect him to have 100 yards rushing. I believe he should have a touchdown as well, a couple catches in the backfield as well. He's due for a breakout game, Joe Mixon. I really do think tonight is the night for Joe Mixon. So I like him as the MVP for tonight. Flexes, I have basically it's going to be all Jags. It's going to be all Jags. I just have a feeling about this game that the Jags are going to be playing this game a lot closer than people think. But flexes, I got Laviska Shenault. I have DJ Shark, James Robinson, and Trevor Lawrence. So again, your MVP is going to be the whole coast of Joe Mixon from the Bengals playing that whole offense, and then your whole flexes for a cash game considerations is Trevor Lawrence, DJ Shark, Laviska Shenault, and James Robinson. That's how I'm feeling tonight's lineups. And then for the tournament lineup for FanDuel, MVP, I have Trevor Lawrence as well tonight. Again, I have a very strong feeling about the Jags here tonight. Trevor Lawrence at MVP. Flexes, I have Joe Mixon, DJ Shark, Laviska Shenault, and Marvin Jones. Okay, so this is your tournament lineups. All right, so cash game lineups tonight. I repeat, Joe Mixon as your MVP. Laviska Shenault, DJ Shark, James Robinson, and Trevor Lawrence. Cash games. Tournament lineups for tonight. Trevor Lawrence as your MVP. Laviska Shenault, DJ Shark, Marvin Jones, and Joe Mixon. That is your tournament lineups for FanDuel. So now I'm going to go over tiers real quick for DraftKings. So captain considerations. Joe Mixon, of course, right off the bat. That's what I'm saying right now. DJ Shark, Jamar Chase, okay, right off the bat, those are my top 3 for captain consideration for DK. You could also, on the back end of my captain consideration, Trevor Lawrence, Marvin Jones, and possibly Bengals defense. I'm not really a fan of it, but that's how I researched it. That's how I'm liking it. So, go under your own discretion with how you do this. Flex plays, Tyler Boyd, Bengals D, and Joe Mixon. I like that a lot. Then you look at Marvin Jones, James Robinson, DJ Shark, and maybe Jacob Hollister. Again, still not really sure on that. And then, of course, your bottom tier, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Laviska Shenault. So there you have it there. Again, DK, again, just use your own discretion. But for FanDuel, since I really cover FanDuel more than DK, those were my 2 lineups. I will tweet them out if you missed out, or you can just come back on the show and replay it. And because I always retweet my show every hour or so you guys can check out, if you missed it, what NHL preseason games I'm on tonight, as well as how my DFS lineups are too. So there you go. Those are Thursday night DFS lineups. Now, if you're thinking outside the box here, now, this is the same thing for me. So that's how I'm feeling for DFS for Thursday Night Football. So, again, use your own discretion. That's how I'm feeling. Client lineups will be out later on today. And basically, Twitter, look out for yours. Simple as that. So that's how I do things around here on a Thursday night. So let's get rocking and rolling this Thursday evening. Of course, of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, like always, the King of the Ice and fantasy football guru, Philly Pete. And as always, we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV channel 761. Hey, listen, Thursday nights are a big sporting night. So listen, go start cashing out large today. And go to BetUS. Okay, set up an account with them today. Again, that's BetUS. Set up an account with them. Use that promo code 12ounce 12OZ and tell them that Philly Pete sent you. All right, so listen, hockey's right around the corner. You got daily fantasy, you have fantasy football, you have football, you have everything. College basketball is right around the corner. Baseball is here, postseason. BetUS is the way to go. Okay, once again, use the promo code 12ounce 12OZ and tell them that Philly Pete sent you there to start cashing out large on the upcoming NHL season. So there you go. So there you go. Next up, I'm on fire today. Okay, I'm ready to rock and roll. I had a lot of coffee this morning. Baby's doing good. I got my parents over watching her, so I'm thankful to be doing this show right now. And yesterday was great to have her on board, not a peep. So let's keep the fire going. I got about 8 minutes with you guys. Let's lock and load week 4 of the DFS in the NFL. I can't believe it's 4 weeks now in the NFL. It's unbelievable how time really does fly. And again, those are just tuning in. I see the numbers growing. Nhl Preseason Bets. Again, these are small leans, half unit, quarter unit bets. Bruins, Avs, moneyline parlay that pays out at between plus 170 to plus 180. And the Bruins puck line at minus 1.5. That pays out at plus 175. So again, half unit, quarter unit plays. There you go. Philly Pete's preseason play for tonight. I'm not sure if I'll tweet it out. I probably will just for the hell of it. But I don't bet it. I don't bet preseason. All right, week 4, NFL DFS. I have a certain amount of guys, and like I said, Travis Kelce. I'm big on this weekend. I'm also big on Amari Cooper. Obviously, a loss to J.C. Horn to the Carolina Panthers. That's going to be a really close game. A lot of people are on Dallas. Carolina should give them a good game. But I expect Amari Cooper to have a great showing. And, of course, Travis Kelce is the cream of the crop player when it comes to DFS who should be locked in your lineups. Okay, so DFS for Week 4. All right, here we go. DraftKings slates. Main slate for DraftKings. Hear it out. Tier 1 cash considerations. Sam Darnold and Jalen Hurts. Okay, as much as I hate to say it. But they're playing Kansas City defense, who's absolutely weak. They could put up, I'm hoping if the Eagles offense shows up and if their line can block, they could score 4 touchdowns against this Kansas City defense. The Kansas City defense is not good whatsoever. So I do expect the Eagles to score some points against them. So stay tuned to that. Darnold and Hurts, cash game considerations. Preferred tournament options here. Mahomes, Rodgers, and Justin Fields. Fields is towards the end there, but I do like Mahomes and I do like Aaron Rodgers there too. Running backs, cash game considerations. I am all over DeAndre Swift. I feel like he's going to have a great game against Chicago this week. He's due for a breakout game, and I believe this might be the game that it happens. Chuba Hubbard, against Dallas's weak defense, too. I expect Chuba Hubbard to have a great game in the absence of CMC. Zeke Elliott. This could be a high-scoring Carolina-Dallas game that no one's going to expect it's going to happen. It could very well happen. It could absolutely very well happen. So I like Zeke. I like David Montgomery and Najee Harris for considerations. I also like Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, Darrell Henderson, and Antonio Gibson, but that's for tournament preferences, okay? Cash games is the Swift and the rest of the gang. Their preferred tournament options is what I just mentioned. So there you go. Wide receivers. Cash game considerations for DraftKings. Odell Beckham, Robert Woods, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf, and Amari Cooper. Tournament options, there's a whole bunch of them, but I'll pick the top ones. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, and Devonta Smith. I like them as well. Tight ends, Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce. Okay, one of those two should absolutely be locks in your lineups this week. Tournament preferred, Cole Kmet and Kyle Pitts. That's how I'm feeling. So there you go. That's how I'm feeling with these games. Now let's get into FanDuel. FanDuel lineups, optimal lineup or cash game lineups. I would consider this. I saw 4 players I had to fill out, so just the other 5 guys should be locked in your lineups. But Kyler Murray, Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, and I do like Mark Andrews in a cash game lineup. Or we could swap Mark Andrews with Travis Kelce, or have both. Have Kelce in the flex position as well if you're thinking about that for cash considerations. I love Mark Andrews and Kelce a lot this upcoming weekend. So if you want to, go ahead. But I'm still working on another running back and a receiver and a defense. So, but the fact that you have Kyler, Chuba, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews, and Travis Kelce locked in already, I think you're set for a pretty good lineup for this Sunday afternoon. Now, when you're talking about tournament lineups, again, I'm about halfway there. But tournament lineups, I love a lot of the Packers this upcoming weekend. I do. A lot of the Packers, I really do. It's just a matter of time. This team's playing really good. Now they're playing good. They're playing really good football. After that demoralizing defeat against the Saints in Week 1, I think the Packers. I know it's only been 4 weeks. Have they woken up? Maybe. Okay, maybe. You just don't give Aaron. You can't give Aaron Rodgers 30 seconds or more. I mean, he could just drive down the field without timeouts and still win a game for you in desirable 55-yard field goal fashion, of course. But Week 4 tournament FanDuel lineups: Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, simple as that. Aaron Jones as your running back, simple as that. Devontae Adams once again as your wide receiver, simple as that. I'm all over the Packers in terms of tournament lineups this week. Sure, you can add them as your cash game lineup. That's okay if you want. Darrell Henderson, of course, the running back for the Rams. I like him in the tournament as well. And Deontay Johnson, the receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like him in a tournament lineup as well. So, A-Rod at quarterback, Darrell Henderson, Aaron Jones, and then 2 receivers, Devontae Adams and Deontay Johnson. Again, this is still a work in progress. I will get this finalized, of course, Sunday morning, so I can tweet it out to you guys on Twitter. And, of course, my clients will get their lineup on Sunday morning as well. So, there you go. And once again, the cash lineups: Kyler Murray at quarterback, Chuba Hubbard at running back, Devontae Adams once again, Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews, and then as your flex, Travis Kelce. Right? I expect a huge game from these tight ends this upcoming weekend. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, simple as that. And look at that. The clock is running down. We're hitting the 1 minute left into the show here before I hit the weekend, before I hit Thirsty Thursday. I'm ready to rock. But again, those that signed up, welcome aboard. Okay, if you're questioning about signing up with some NHL capper this year, sign up with me, Philly Pete. I'll lead you to the promised land. I'm very unique. I'm very genuine. A lot of people will tell you that because I've been with these clients for most of them for the 4th year now. So obviously they're coming back because they're having fun and cashing out large. So if you don't believe my number and records, check out my timeline. It doesn't lie to you. Sign up today, all right, and I'll hook you up. So again, my daily fantasy lineups are going to be cut down to $75 after this week. So that will be added on to the NHL subscribers that sign up, today. Okay, for the rest of the month, you'll get that in for free. So there you have it. And I'm out of time, unfortunately. And I hope you all have a phenomenal weekend. Stay safe and have a couple of drinks. Let's rock and roll this afternoon and this weekend. And I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Bye.